Hey, what's up guys? Tyler here with Secureteam. We have a lot to get to today, so let's jump right into it. The first bit of awesomeness or strangeness, depending on how you look at this, comes out of Houston, Texas, or over Houston, Texas rather, where something pretty amazing, pretty mysterious, and what some have been led to believe may not be exactly what they're saying it is, that occurred on radar. And so this was reported by ABC 13, as well as tweeted by a number of people. Here you're seeing it and virtually blotted out the sky. And there's two different radars here that you're going to see. So here is the first one, which looks like something just filling up the sky. And that's what you're seeing in blue here. So you can kind of see the blackness around the edges. You see this big blue blob quickly growing, just engulfing the entire sky above Houston. And then we have another radar reading of what looked even more anomalous to me, which is what you're seeing here. And notice right here by Sugarland, you'll see this sort of green blob that then begins to move outwards in all directions in this sort of perfect circle or perfect sort of donut shape. And it's massive, and it's almost too perfect. And so what they're saying that these radar readings were from were, well, birds. And this was echoed by Travis Herzog, who is the ABC 13 meteorologist, saying, quote, "That ring seen growing on radar is a large flock of birds heading out for a morning snack." They're saying that this massive, multiple mile in diameter ring is just a huge flock of birds. Now, I've seen some pretty big flocks of birds in my day, and I've seen where they can pretty much, blot out the sun over certain areas, but I've never seen a flock that would completely cover almost an entire city, the sky over an entire city as big as Houston. And normally when you see flocks of birds, they move in these giant shape-shifting blobs. I've never quite seen them just sort of disperse in this just perfect miles-wide ring like this. And so I saw this and I'm thinking, okay, well, this guy's got to have footage of this. And basically what they posted was footage of a typical bird swarm, which looks nothing like this. And you're seeing that clip here, which is titled, "And We Thought This Was a Lot of Birds. Today's Flight Must Have Been Epic." So they don't apparently even have video of this massive swarm that covered the entire city of Houston. And, most of the videos I can find look pretty much like this, where, you see there's a lot of birds here, but nothing that looks like what we're seeing on these two radars here, like something massive, completely engulfing the skies above Houston. I know that there's, massive bird swarms down in Texas, so that very well may be what this is. But you guys tell me down below, and if you have footage of these birds, even still, that would be an amazing sight to see. So tell me what you guys think down below. What do you think of this radar? Not only where it's showing just the entire sky filling up over miles and miles over Houston, but this massive ring. It almost looks like a burst of energy exploding and then moving outwards in every direction, but again in a perfectly circular ringed shape. I just don't know, guys, so tell me what you think down below. I'll put the links to the news story as well. You guys can check it out. Now, in other news, I want to show you guys today some very interesting new UFO footage of something that we've spoken about before on the channel, of a type of unidentified flying object that is known as a fast walker or a fast mover. And just like the name indicates, these are basically objects, unknown objects, that are very elusive and are rarely captured, mainly because they move so fast. We're talking thousands upon thousands of miles an hour. They've been seen in space, which I'm going to show you here in a second, and they've been captured on a lot of drone footage. Because with drones, you can get up there in the sky. It's hard to catch these things from the ground. You also have HD footage, 4K video coming from drones. And so here we have a new clip, I'm just going to let it play for you guys, of one of these fast walkers, fast movers, that was captured above Norway, posted by Jesper Adolfsson. So check this out. Okay, so really mysterious footage captured over Trollstigen, Norway, where we have this beautiful drone footage heading over the mountainous terrain of Norway when, I mean, if you blink, you'd miss it. You see this lightning fast, much faster than a bird or anything I've ever seen before, white object passing by at an incredible rate of speed. So fast, in fact, that it only shows up in a few frames with a long trail blurring effect going behind it. And this footage is extremely similar, if not identical, to another piece of footage that comes to mind that we featured in a video back in June of 2016. The title of that video, quote, "Fast Movers UFO Almost Knocks Out Drone." So check out this clip from that past video. Okay, so in that particular piece of footage, the drone caught two separate objects around 15 minutes apart. One of the objects seemed to be coming up, possibly from the ground up into the sky. The second one nearly hit the drone, almost knocked it out, coming straight for it at an amazing speed. Once again, taking the form of just sort of a small white blur. Or maybe it's not so small. You know, we don't know the exact distance. Could be as big as a golf cart. Who knows? But one thing's for sure, these fast-moving objects are being captured by drones high above us. And we would never know they're there because you just can't see them from the ground. And as I said earlier, they've been captured in space as well. Multiple times, in fact, because we have a 24-hour camera up on the International Space Station that over the years has captured a number of mysterious things. We featured a lot of them here on the channel. Here is a clip you're seeing of one of these objects that appeared as if it was coming up from Earth, shooting out into space with this massively long trail being left behind it as it flew in the distance in view of the space station camera. And as you can see, I mean, it only appears in one frame. That's how fast this thing is moving. We're talking thousands of miles per hour. Some have said it looked like it was coming up from Earth. Some have said it looks like it's coming from behind the Earth, which would mean this thing is massive. And there's countless other pieces of footage just like this one, where just by sheer luck, we'll stumble across one of these objects. We don't know what they are. They truly are mysterious and are just another facet of the UFO phenomena. And it is why these things are so elusive, because they are so fast, cameras are rarely able to pick them up. And this new capture above Norway, we like to feature him here. So tell me what you think. Big thanks to Jesper. I'll put the original link to his video down below. Head over, show him some love, and tell me what you guys think. And certainly, if you have a drone, keep your eye out for these things. And if you catch something, be sure to send it in to Secureteam. My email, contact info is down below. So lastly today, speaking of more mysterious things captured, or rather recorded in space, we have some new audio taken from the Cassini probe that was out near planet Saturn. As it was doing one of its final orbits, it had captured this powerful interaction of plasma waves moving between Saturn and one of its moons by the name of Enceladus. Now, Enceladus, of course, we've spoken about many times before. It's a moon completely covered in ice. However, just like its fellow moon Europa, it has a warm underwater salt ocean. And very well may be one of the best candidates for alien life in our entire solar system, because as it happens, the same Cassini probe that was flying near this moon actually flew through one of these massive plumes of water that was being released by the moon. Water shot up into space, flew through it, and actually detected complex organic molecules in said water, aka the building blocks for life. So it's an extremely fascinating moon, and well, here in this new recording, researchers basically converted the recording of plasma waves into an audio file so we could actually hear it. So imagine this sort of magnetic plasma that is connecting the moon to the massive gas giant known as Saturn. So give this a listen. Truly alien-like sound, it's creepy, it's beautiful, and it demonstrates the activity that is happening between these planets and their moons. A massive energy field, a connection between Saturn and this moon, particularly this moon where they captured it. And it was picked up by the Radio Plasma Wave Science Instrument just 2 weeks before the Cassini probe deliberately plunged into the atmosphere of Saturn. And the Cassini probe, over the years, it's captured thousands of just beautiful images of our solar system. I even did a video where I took all of the frames, or most of the frames, as it flew around our solar system and made it into this kind of movie that you guys can watch as if you're actually flying around with the probe. I'll put the link to that down below. You guys head over and check it out. Tell me what you think. Space is truly a beautiful and mysterious and unknown place, and I love researching it here on this channel. So with that, thank you all for stopping by today. Stay tuned, subscribe, and stay safe.